Here is a box, a musical box, wound up and ready to play. But this box can hide a secret inside. Can you guess what is in it today?
And debating for such a low, just stopping like Marvin for a Stepisode. Round the back of me, the crack of me was clearly a clog. Enough, he stuffed, he couldn't do a lock. Now I wipe that ass with skill, with a little fuck me, well, look at this windmill. Now all it does is just clank and creak, and hasn't had no use in a couple of weeks. But just then, along came Stan. He said he had some flour in the back of his van. He said, now this is special, it's called Afghan. Coming just last night on a boat from Japan. He said, no wonder you can knock it out with these. I said, fuck me, I'll have a couple of keys. He said, it's so fine, it'll make you sneeze. I said, in that case, put them over with these. I said, this is where I keep all of the ground stuff. He said, look mate, I can get the brown stuff. I know a fella that comes down from Blackpool. I said, well in that case, I'll have a sack full. I had a taste and I went and sat down. Felt the eyeball glitch and the world start spinning round. All I could do was just lay there and rest until I felt my chin sink into my chest. 1 minute I was all ablaze like Molotov. The next minute I'm just laying it nodding off. Glued to the spot, just run aground. I clean forgot that the baker was coming round. But bang on cue, at 1:30, along comes Mickey to collect some flour. He knocked a couple of times but no joy, and even shouted out, yo Wins, it's Doughboy. He said, that's odd, I wonder where he got to. I need to make bread and I can't afford not to. This little kid came over and said, brethren, he keeps that flour stuff up in that shed thing. He made the buns and cakes and they were taken out. Some were buckling, some they were flaking out. Everybody but the baker was taken out, cause he never tasted what he was baking out. Too busy over the cakes he was minding, flavoured the lemon cake by stirring the rind in. But all the more he stirred, he was finding it just went soft and it just wasn't binding. Then Mrs. Honeyman appeared at the door, said, you know, that stuff that I bought before? She said, well, only gave him like half a spoon, and well, he ain't moved all afternoon. Fuck, I said, what, you hating on my cake mix? Up here with your fake tits, what, you wanna take pics? You can't fake this, it's just a slow dough. It can't be the flour, but fuck, I don't know though. He went over to have a look in the flour bin, that there flour bin, he kept the flour in. He smelt the powder and he saw it was bright, but even though it was white, he knew something wasn't right. And now it all came back in a flash, when he was trying to mix some dumplings with his goulash. Just thinking out of your turn to mash, and he was gonna throw them out when Sergeant Major Grout said, here, have you seen this new kind of flour on the scene? It looks like flour naturally, but it's actually sleeping pills cut with cocaine. We've been looking for this dirty pillage, and we've searched the old bloody village. So if you can help us with our investigation, would you kindly report to the station? Well, you know me, I'm not the type for informant. I just thought, Windy, fuck, I better warn him. If it gets out that it was his flour, then my cake shop done closed all within the hour. He got a couple of mates in a van and asked the wife if she'd watch over the flan. She said, oh, by the way, how long does a crust take? He said, just put it in the microwave, fuck's sake. When he got there, I was just coming round. I just heard white stuff, soldiers are running round. I said, hello, mate, you must want your flour. Sorry, mate, I must have dozed off for an hour. Come with her now, get your grain. He said, what? Sleeping pills and cocaine. I said, oh shit, the mill's bust again. That's another few quid down the what? Cocaine? He said, sorry mate, I tried to bail ya. I said, spit it out mate. He said, right, I'll tell ya. That flour's more power than synatogen, enough dope to take us to the moon and back again. I said, you best get shot of those muffins, and if anyone asks, well, you ain't seen nothing. Drugs is only for hipsters and Frank Boff, and if I catch your kids, I'll cut your fucking fingers off. I said, okay lads, I'll come quietly. It's a fair cop, there won't be no fighting me. I never done nothing harder than Nicorettes, and please don't shoot me, I'm not selling cigarettes. The sergeant said, do you know about pills? I said, no mate, I only know about mills. He said, well, Well, we've had a few reports in the area. Sorry for all this, I didn't mean to scare ya. But there's a thing called Afghan flour. We've had several complaints in the hour. I said, I know, mate, it's all news to me. We don't know about Afghan flour, do we? He said, see, lads, interrogation. Carry on, corporal, back to the station. Sorry, Windy, not to misread you, but do it by the book and follow procedure. Now after all the fuss and interruption, to apologise for their disruption, he made a call and he paid the bill to have another man come round, fix my windmill. The sergeant said, cool? I said, defo. He said, alright lad, back to the depot. Now I was trembling in a grave way, went back in the mill before my legs gave way. The baker said, phew, that was close. With all this heat I could have been toast. If the good Lord hadn't been looking down, I could have burned and turned my white bread brown. Cause there's a lesson to learn and I'll lead you. Don't go swallowing everything they feed you, at least not until you taste it. I said, look, there's another bag, shame of us to waste it. And the moral of the story is, drugs are always bad. Yeah. Well, that's what we tell them, right? Nice one, Wind. Bye-bye.